Hello, I'm Hebe Williams and I work within the graduate recruitment team at Savills. So Savills is a global real estate provider working with 39,000 employees across 600 offices within 70 countries. Savills is very proud to be the Times Employer of Choice for Property for the 14th year in a row. This is due to our first-in-class training whilst on the graduate programme. We offer various programmes across surveying, planning and rural. So within surveying you could apply for operational capital markets, commercial, for residential, for development, capital allowances and also building surveying. And then within planning you could also apply for urban design, and within rural you could apply for forestry or food and farming pathways. So who can apply to the programme? Any final year students can apply to the programme. We're able to sponsor all students now. If you're wanting to do a master's whilst on the graduate programme, this will be free of cost due to the RICS and RTPI accredited courses now being offered as an apprenticeship. We would also encourage RTPI accredited courses and RICS accredited courses to apply. The number of roles we offer does vary year to year, and this is based on demand from the business. We offer roles both in London and across all the regions. Again, locations do vary, but if you check our website you'll be able to see our current vacancies. Our applications for the 2021 graduate scheme, starting in September 2021, open this September, 21st September 2020 until the 16th of November 2020. Thank you for watching this video and we look forward to receiving your application.
My first year in the graduate scheme has been extremely informative and filled with things you may not necessarily learn at university, but will help shape you into becoming a better young professional entering into the planning sector. I understand that it's a little bit daunting starting anything new and deciding where to apply, the application process, but let me reassure you that Savills is a truly welcoming and supportive company. I personally am fixed within planning, and my team's title is Corporates, Commercial and Education. This involves a wide portfolio of clients, projects that truly vary in scale and location. So despite being based in one office, I, for example, am based in London. I work on projects around the UK, which is a truly great experience in terms of gaining new knowledge on planning in different local authorities. Your day-to-day may involve doing development sites monitoring reports, monitoring different projects for different clients, and working on exciting new things such as apart hotel schemes and co-living schemes across London, which is relatively new in planning terms, but great experience, particularly at the beginning of your career.
As a graduate building surveyor, there is no typical day as such. There's always something that crops up unexpectedly, but it's the variety and the fast-paced nature of the work that I enjoy, and it really does keep the job exciting. My working day usually starts between 8 to 8:30 in the morning after an hour's commute, during which I check my emails or read a book. Once I get to the office, I check my to-do list and I prioritise anything that's developed since the day before, and I begin working through things. My work varies from updating clients on the progress of projects, reviewing leases for a dilapidations claim, working on building survey reports, going to site and doing inspections or surveys, attending project meetings and undertaking contract administration, and also there's some design work on AutoCAD as well, and the list could go on further. It does go on.
During my time at university, the APC was portrayed as the next natural stepping stone in one's career upon completion of an accredited master's programme which provides a solid foundation. The APC was depicted as a highly significant process for all planners, focusing on reflective practice and gaining experience which recognises one's professional status. Savills shares this enthusiasm in achieving APC status, promoting the adoption of a reflective working mindset early on. This is further enhanced by the fantastic opportunities Savills has to offer in terms of working alongside colleagues with vast knowledge and experience on a whole host and range of projects.
Savills primarily differentiates itself from other property firms with its first-class APC training. I can only describe it as faultless. It is clear that they're very interested in their graduates' learning and development. Prior to COVID, I already went on multiple full-day training sessions in London and to many CPD workshops, which helped me to feel more confident in my professional development. In addition, graduates are offered so much support throughout their daily work from their team members, managers and colleagues. Everyone in the company is more than happy to stop and help you, whether that be a director or someone who's just newly qualified. This allows you to make you feel like a valued member of the Savills community from day one. I did apply to other schemes as a backup, but I actually conducted work experience with the current office that I'm in, Chelmsford, prior to applying. I just knew that from that work experience that Savills is where I wanted to be.
Savills has a strong reputation amongst graduates for its high APC pass rate. You'll be given the opportunity to work closely with directors, which I found hugely beneficial for my learning and development. Unlike other firms, Savills graduate contract is not just for 2 years until you pass your APC, but it is a permanent contract. This was a huge pull factor for me, as it shows that Savills is willing to invest into my long-term career.
The application process requires you to go through 3 different rounds: the online application, assessment centre and interview. And although it may seem really daunting at first, it can actually end up being quite a fun process. The assessment centre was something that I was particularly nervous about beforehand. However, I actually ended up really enjoying my day, and I'm actually still in contact with the other successful candidates. And some of my assessors are now actually my teammates and friends within the company. What made it especially different though is that every Savills employee I met throughout the process was both really friendly and approachable. And they genuinely appeared to want me to succeed, which made the whole process a lot more enjoyable.
Unlike the majority of graduates, I did not join Savills the conventional way by going through the usual graduate recruitment process. My local Savills office was needing a graduate to start with immediate effect, so I had 2 interviews followed by a week's work experience / trial and was offered the job at the end of it. This was a really enjoyable process, and I found it gave me a great insight into what a more permanent position in Savills would look like.
You definitely get input into where you rotate at Savills. On the London rotation, you get 6 4-month rotations, which are decided ultimately by HR with your APC counsellor and supervisor's input. You have to submit a shortlist of 3 seats that you'd like to rotate into, and you're encouraged to speak to these teams first to get a better insight into what they do and to make them aware that you're interested.
The Wimbledon planning team is made up of 22 individuals, all with their own specialism. So from renewable energy all the way to housing and commercial developments. Most of our projects though require environmental impact assessments, so they're on the largest scale, and as a result kind of they're split up project by project and given to whoever is most suited to that project. So as a grad, that gives us a really wide range of diverse experience, working kind of directly with management and directors on a really big range of projects, especially those requiring a little bit more technical knowledge.
Undertaking the MSc alongside working and doing the APC is definitely a challenge. It does require some work on the weekends and after work, and at times it will require a lot of your time management skills to make sure that you get everything done at the right time. However, it's incredibly useful to understand the theory alongside working and doing the APC. It's been a very rewarding experience.